A traveler, eh?
I am indeed, Lucy. Good to see you.
I don't recognize you. New in town or something?
I've actually been here for quite a while.
I hope by something to do you mean a job. Otherwise you want to talk with Nova. I'm looking for someone to make a delivery. Interested?
In case you haven't seen my entourage, I have options. But sure, actually, since I haven't been paying attention, I'll just agree to whatever the heck you're asking.
Great. I'd like you to deliver this message to my family in the Arafu settlement. I haven't heard from them in months, and I'm worried. As soon as you get there, talk to Davis West. He'll be glad to pay you for the trip.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Hey, thanks again for doing this for me. It means a lot.
Hello?
Oh, we are going to make her so very unhappy when we get back with the news. So I decided to check the guide again for Moira, and turns out we've actually made a lot more progression on her adventure points than her romance. I'll elaborate on that quickly. At 3 adventure points, she gets the roving trader hat that matches her outfit, which she already has. At 4 points, her endurance increases by 1. At 5 points, her strength increases by 1. She gains some additional dialogue and variations on existing ones. More stuff in Crater Side Supply, and unlocks most of the Crater Side upgrades. Some have additional requirements. Moira's confidence is changed from cautious to average. And then at 7 points, her intelligence is increased by 1. She's put on her Robco Factory unlocked Pip-Boy 3000. Basically, the Pip-Boy that she's wearing that you've seen. So we're at least at 7 adventure points, and we've gotten to that relatively recently. At 8 points, her confidence and assistance are increased. She will become brave, and she helps friends and allies. Will make her slightly more active in combat. Then at 10 points, her companion perk bonuses are doubled, as well as her supplies is further. Her Crater Side supply inventory is further expanded, better junk, some rare items, stuff like that. As well as the discount at Crater Side supply increases from 20% to 35%. At 15 adventure points, she gains an upgraded armored Robco jumpsuit and an additional point in strength and endurance. And then finally, we'll know when she hits 20 adventure points because she'll get a set of Robco power armor. Now, my breezing through the guide has revealed, or at least indicates, that 20 adventure points, despite the multitude of ways to get adventure points with her, 20 is the maximum you'll ever need. Romance, however, is a different story. It's very hard. It's much, much harder to get romance points with her. Technically, you can flirt with her, which gives you fractions of adventure points, which I mentioned earlier. I wasn't sure if fractional points were a thing, but apparently they are. Once you hit 3 romance points, which we're definitely at, a say once topic to either tell her you're interested, which we've already gone. We should have gone down the option of keeping ourselves open to romance as opposed to permanently locking off. In hindsight, I recall just hopping on that one real quick without checking the other options. That was a mistake on my part. We're definitely at least at 5 romance points with her because we have the daily flirt option, which will give us options to flirt and compliment her, and that will give us 0.25 romance points and has multiple variations, and we can earn up to 1 full point per day with her doing that. When she hits 10 romance points, we gain a more powerful version of that, more overtly romantic flirting and compliment options, which on average will give about 0.5 points per day, up to 1.5 points per day. So that will be where most of the romance points come from, because doing the quest options that we've seen so far, there's not anywhere near as many romance rewarding options as there are adventure romance rewarding options. At 15 points, you get the lover perk unlocked, daily flirtatious dialogue that unlocks 2.25 romance points and is only available when you're in Craterside, either the store or the lab, or in our Megaton home. Using that, we can earn up to 2.25 points per day in romance. She's also able to sleep at our house instead of at Craterside when dismissed. Unless Penny's living at Craterside, which is something we'll be getting to shortly. At 20 romance points, daily serious romance dialogue that reward a full point up to 4 romance points per day. Though currently irrelevant according to the guide. I'm not sure what that's saying. At which point, Penny, who is a child slave at Paradise Falls, we can rescue her. I intend to rescue her later. She is a decent chunk of this mod. Yeah, so at 20 romance points, that's when you can adopt her. But 20 isn't where her romance caps off at. Her maximum romance progression caps off at 50 romance points. So, by far, most of the romance points she's going to be getting will be from the daily flirtation. And it's when we hit 50, that's when we'll be able to do. And I'm going to have to talk to Cromwell. I didn't even know that prior to me telling him to shut up all those times. I just legitimately did not like that character. And now I gotta talk to him. Well, at least I will when I hit 50 romance points, but as far as I can tell, she is the only one which we can romance all the way. But that means that Moira's whole deal is going to wrap up a heck of a lot sooner than I thought, because with all the options for gaining adventure points with her, I thought that we were going to have to carry her around a lot more often, which I still intend on keeping her. I intend on keeping all 3 of these ladies. And I'm debating about whether or not to do Sydney or save that for a different playthrough, because there are some mods that I'd like to show off for Fallout 3, possibly, but that would require a different playthrough because they would kind of conflict with the mods that I'm using right now, and Fallout 3 is already unstable enough as it is. We'll just see how things go.
Hang on, you're not one of them. I nearly blasted you in 2. Get over here before they spot you. Now what the hell are you doing all the way out here?
Well, I have this letter for the West family.
That's great, but I got bigger problems than being the town post office right now. The shit's about to hit the fan in this cesspool, and I don't think I can stop them.
The shits? What kind of... Are they raiders or slavers?
No way. If they were, you'd be staring at a burned-out ghost town. I think the family are just a bunch of punks. Well, at first, they do typical gang bullshit. You know, break stuff and make lots of noise. But they always kept their distance. But this last time, they went too far. They killed all of our Brahmin. I mean, that's our lifeblood out here, you know?
What's got you so spooked?
Look, you can call me crazy if you want, but there is something odd about those creeps. I mean, they got the guns and they got the muscle. Why don't they just bust down our doors and take us out already? We're really in a bad way, and could use some help.
I don't remember if they actually give a reason for the breaking stuff making a lot of noise. The killing Brahmin was, at least I believe, because, spoiler alert, the family are a bunch of vampires. Not proper vampires, they're just normal people who drink blood. I'd be glad to help. What do you need?
I don't want to take my eyes off the ramp here. There's no telling when the family will return. Can you do me a favor and check on the other people's houses here? You know, make sure they're doing okay? Speak with Davis West, Karen Shenzi, and Ken Ewers.
I have a message for the West family, now that you mention it, from their daughter.
I can't take that. You're just going to have to bring it to the West yourself.
Can do.
Just watch yourself. I've got an itchy trigger finger.
Well, they're not going to be coming up from behind you like I am.
Hello? Is this the mailman? Oh, I do hope my fall catalog has arrived.
Sure, yeah, I have your catalog.
Oh, goody. I can hardly wait to browse the latest fashions. Please do come inside. Let me unlock the door for you.
I think this kind of mania she has will be more...
What the hell are you doing in here? Get the fuck out.
Dude, it is a small little shack. You should have heard the exchange. She let me in, it was something about a catalog.
Oh, for the love of... Look, she's dumber than a bag of hammers, okay? If you want to talk to anyone, you need to talk to me. So what the fuck do you want?
Evan King told me to check on you. Is everything okay?
We're great. Just peachy. I love sitting in my house with my thumb up my ass. Tell Mr. King that sitting here all day isn't going to make us any safer. We need to take action.
Well, none of you guys are armed. Isn't that the problem? Whatever, I'm going.
Good. Now get out.
Is she really stupid? It's because I'm pretty sure she's just has dementia, which it's not a version I think makes sense in this world. I mean, if she existed before the bombs dropped, that'd be one thing, but no.
Yes. Who is it?
Evan King sent me. Can I come in?
Oh, he did? Well, it's about damn time he did something. Come on in. I'll unlock the door.
It's getting a little cramped in here, ladies.
It's nice to see a friendly new face.
Tanya,
around here.
please.
It's been a long time. The name's Karen Shenzi.
One sec, gonna reload this.
It's nice to see a friendly new face.
That's a little
around
bit
here.
better.
It's been a long time. The name's Karen Shenzi.
Is everything okay?
Scared out of my mind. I'm glad he's checking on us, but until someone nips the problem in the bud, we may as well stay inside forever.
Well, I don't really care about this whole situation. I'm gonna get everything I need to know about the quest from King himself, so bye.
Sure. Go. Just like everyone else.
Yep. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I think I'm gonna remember this town layout for when I do Fallout 4 and I start doing the settlements. I got like 1 or 2 mods that'll allow me to build on one of the or a couple of the overpasses. I saw that moving. Looking a little ghoulish there, bucko. There it is. The bodies of the West have bite marks on the neck area that go to the bone. The lack of bloodstains on the sheet is strange, as any bite or wound of that depth should have caused massive bleeding. There's nothing else on the course to indicate what happened. It's odd. I should have... Well, that's what I can get for a medicine check of 50. I am pretty low leveled because I think, I don't think you actually, like, gain experience points when you toggle on God mode. I don't think it happens in Fallout 4, and I don't think it happens in 3.
What did they tell you? Everyone okay?
Well, the Wests are dead.
The family must have gotten to them in the last attack. Sons of bitches. Damn it! If only we had more men, we could stand up to them. I'm sick of them terrorizing this town. Wait a minute. When you searched the West's place, did you find their son Ian's body?
Why would you think I wouldn't have found his body? I only found the parents.
This has to be the work of the family. I've caught that weirdo leader of theirs talking to Ian down by the river.
Ah.
Look, I know I've asked a lot of you already, but you have to find that kid. He deserves better than all this.
Don't worry, Evan. I'll figure out what happened to the Wests.
Thanks, kid. You're all right.
They had bite marks on their necks. Mean anything to you?
Bite marks on their necks? That's the strangest thing I've ever heard. The family must have attack dogs with them or something. Oh, this is all I needed right now. What am I going to do? They'll keep coming back until all of us are dead. Next time I see the family, there's gonna be hell to pay.
Yeah, that's, if I had a higher medicine check, I'd be able to see that the dental impressions are, human. I have mixed feelings about them taking, quote-unquote, vampirism out of the Fallout games. It's kind of stupid to think that a person could subsist, I should say, entirely on blood, but at the same time, it did add some interesting perks to the game, I'd say. You did find a lot of blood packs around, and it would make sense that that would be, like, a decently stronger healing item, because I don't think that eating a box of snack cake should restore more health than, like, an actual
my gosh.
blood pack.
I really appreciate you doing this for me. I'm feeling better already.
Lucy, I have some bad news. Your parents are dead.
What? No. Oh my god. I should never have left. I knew it. Now they're all dead. Oh, wait a second. What about my brother?
It's a good question. It's like, if she did stay, would she have been... well. Oh, hey, I just noticed that green bottle. That's part of the Moira mod where we made beer. That's cool. Let's see here. So, I think you wind up losing romance points with Moira if you say that he's probably dead. You gain half a romance points if you say that you're sure he's alive, or if you say he's maybe alive. I don't recall offhand if Tanya gets any points for either of these responses. I don't. I know that if you take the scoundrel, well, actually, if you ask for more money from Lucy, you get 1 evil point for Tanya, and if you do the scoundrel perk option, you get 2 evil points for Tanya.
You must find him. Please. He's all I have left in this world now. I just gotta know if he's alive or dead. It can't just end this way.
Yeah, that's the more money option. I'm not taking Scoundrel, because it only had this one. This is the only time in the game where it would have had a speech check option, and the rest of the game, Alright, Lucy, calm down. I'll find Ian.
I'm sorry. You don't even know me. And you've already helped this much. I'm not stupid. I know he's probably dead. I just need to know for sure.
Well, I have to go now. I'll probably be cutting out the rest of this a little bit as I get to the family, because you don't need to be seeing me in the transit.
Please, do what you can to find my brother.